Good morning, students. Today we'll start with the second essay, The Spectator Club by Richard Steele. Now, The Spectator was published by Richard Steele and Joseph Edison from March 1711 to December 1712, and it used to appear daily except Sundays, in which the author adopted fictional representation of different members of society. Okay, so this essay, our present essay, The Spectator Club, was published in the periodical The Spectator. Okay, and through this periodical, Edison and Steele have expressed their views and notions regarding 18th century London, and it is assumed that these essays they were actually reports by Mr. Spectator on the daily conversations of the club. Now, Mr. Spectator, he's the observer. He's observing all these characters, their manners, their behaviors, and he's writing down these conversations. So they all depict the manners and conversation morals of the 18th century London. Now, today in this lecture, I'll talk about the first member of the, or you could say the first character which Steele has described is Sir Roger de Coverley. Today, I'll only talk about this character. Now, he belonged to an area known as Worcestershire. He says the first of a society's gentlemen of Worcestershire. Eh, He belongs to an he belongs to an ancient family. He was a baronet. Now, baronet is a title which is actually awarded by British Crown. Now, his great grandfather, Rosa de Coverley's great grandfather, was the inventor of a country dance, which is also called after him. Now, country dance, or his great grandfather, his ancestors developed couple dance, and that dance was also known by their name. That dance was known as Coverley dance. Now, all who know that Shire are very well acquainted with the parts and merits of Sir Rosa. Now, Shire is the area. Now, the all the persons belonging to that area, they all are familiar with this character of Sir Rosa. Now, he's a gentleman that is very singular in his behavior, but his singularities proceed from his good sense. Now, although, of course, everyone is different, and Sir Rosa was also somewhat different. He was somewhat singular in his behavior, means he was somewhat of a different, he was peculiar, but he says he was a nice man, he was a good man. But his singularities proceeds from his good sense and are contradiction to the manners of the world, only as he thinks that the world isn't wrong. Of course, sometimes he uh, he was sometimes, or you could say that his views, his opinions never matched with others, or they didn't match with other persons, but still he never used to fight with them. Although he was different, although he was peculiar, he was singular in his behavior, but he never used to fight with other people over wrong. Now, this humor creates him no enemies, for he does nothing with soreness or obstinacy. जो you could say जान पूछ के कोई बुरा नहीं चाहता था, ये जान पूछ के he was not obstinate, he was not, you could say, he never wanted wrong of anyone. So you could say that yes, he was different, and his being unconfined to modes and forms makes him the readier and more capable to please and oblige all who know him. No, he was not confined. Modes and forms means जो फैशन का है, he was not that confined to the fashion sense. जो fashion sense है उसे strictly follow नहीं करता था वो. When he is in town, he lives in Soho Square. Now, Soho Square is a district in London known for the fashionistas. It is said that he keeps himself a bachelor by reason. He was crossed in love by a perverse, beautiful widow of the next country to him, And before this disappointment, Sir Rosa was what you can call a fine gentleman. Now, in these lines, Richard Steele tells that why he was a bachelor, because he was rejected in love by a widow. So, because of that, he never married again, and now he is a bachelor. Before this rejection, he was a jovial man, he was a happy man. He used to dine with Lord Rochester and George Etheridge. Now, Lord Rochester was a poet, and Sir George Etheridge was a famous playwright. So, what the Richard Steele here means to say is that earlier, Sir Rosa de Coverley was a good man, but after his rejection, after his disappointment in love, he grew somewhat bitter. He never participated in these. Uh, he never participated, or he never came in these parties and like that. He used to dine with these famous personalities, and he also participated in a combat, fought a duel upon his first coming to town, and kicked uh, bully Dawson Bully Dawson in a public coffee house for calling him youngster. So, in these lines, what Steele says is that when he was young, he often used to roam around, he often participated in a combat, and he has also defeated this man, Dawson, in a meeting, or you could say in a duel, because maybe this man, this Dawson, maybe he called him a youngster, and for that, Rosa de Coverley, he grew angrier and he defeated this person. But being ill used by the above mentioned widow, he was very serious for a year. But for some time, he was very serious. He became disappointed because of his rejection, but afterwards, and though his temper being naturally jovial, he at last got over it. He grew careless of himself and never dressed afterwards. But Richard Steele says that कुछ टाइम तक उन्हें बुरा ज़रूर लगा था, कुछ टाइम तक वो डिप्रेशन में रहे थे. ही सेज फॉर अ ईयर एंड अ हाफ, 1 साल तक, और यू कुछ 1.5 साल तक वो इस डिसअपॉइंटमेंट में रहे थे, डिप्रेशन में रहे थे. बट क्योंकि उनका जो नेचर था वो परमानेंट, उनका जो नेचर था वो जो वाइल्ड नेचर के थे, तो इस वजह से वो ज़्यादा दिनों तक डिप्रेशन में नहीं रहे, और इस डिप्रेशन से वो उभर के बाहर आ गए थे. बट रिजल्ट वॉज दैट बाद में क्या हुआ, वो अपने ड्रेसिंग सेंस पे ज़्यादा ध्यान देना उन्होंने छोड़ दिया. ही ग्रू केयरलेस ऑफ हिमसेल्फ. Now he continues to wear a coat and a doublet of the same cut that were in fashion at the time of his repulse, which in his merry humors he tells us he has been in and out 12 times since he first wore it. ना वो भी सेम ही ड्रेस पहनते हैं. जब उन्हें धोखा मिला था, उस टाइम का जो फैशन था, जो कोट, जो डबलेट, उस टाइम में जो फैशन था, वैसे ही टाइप के कपड़े वो अब भी पहनते हैं. क्योंकि बाद में अपने रिजेक्शन के बाद उन्होंने फैशन सेंस में या अपनी ड्रेसिंग सेंस पे ध्यान देना उन्होंने छोड़ दिया था, और सेम ही टाइप के, एक ही काइंड के वो क्लोथ्स पहना करते थे. और कभी कभी मजाक में वो ये भी कह दिया करते थे कि ये जो कोट है, ये जो डबलेट है, ये जो ड्रेसिंग टाइप है, वो फैशन में बार बार आ चुका है, और मतलब 12 टाइम्स ये फैशन में आया है और आकर चला भी गया है. So it said that Sir Rosa grew humble in his desires after he had forgot his cruel beauty in so much that it's reported that he has frequently offended with beggars and gypsies, but this is looked upon by his friends rather as matter of raillery than truth. Now, after he forgot, after he was rejected, after he forgot his love, he has been with the gypsies and with beggars for humor, you could say for any other reasons. Now he is 56-year old. He is a happy man. He keeps a good house both in town and country. He is a great lover of mankind, but there is such a mirthful cast in his behavior that he is rather beloved than esteemed. So overall, he is a nice man, he is a fine gentleman. But the main thing is he is beloved than esteemed. People love him more than respect him. His tenants grow rich, his servants look satisfied. All the young women profess love to him, and the young men are glad of his company. So everyone loves Rosa D. Coverley. Young women, they find him attractive, and the young men, they are motivated in his company. So overall, everyone likes him. And when he comes into house, he calls the servants by their names and talks all the way upstairs to a visit. And I must not omit that Sir Roser is a justice of the quorum, that he fills the chair at a quarter session with great abilities, and 3 months ago gained universal applause by explaining a passage in the Game Act. सो सर रोज़र जो है वो अपने सर्वेंट्स के साथ भी अच्छा बिहेव करते हैं। उनके जो टेनेंट्स हैं, उन वो भी लोग भी उनकी रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं। तो उनके एरिया के जितने भी लोग हैं सब उन्हें चाहते हैं, उनकी रिस्पेक्ट भी की जाती है, लेकिन उससे ज़्यादा उन्हें पसंद किया जाता है। और इसके अलावा रिचर्ड स्टील कहते हैं कि ये ही इज़ ऑल्सो justice of the quorum. Now, quorum is a, you could say, smallest number of people who must be there in a meeting. And one more word is the Game Act. Now, this is an act related to hunting of animals. सो सर रोज़र जो है वो जस्टिस भी हैं, और उन्होंने गेम एक्ट, जो हंटिंग एक्ट में जो उन्होंने पैसेज एक्सप्लेन किया था, उसके लिए उनकी बहुत तारीफ हुई थी, उसके लिए उनकी बहुत प्रशंसा भी हुई थी. सो अपार्ट फ्रॉम ऑल दीज टाइटल्स, अपार्ट फ्रॉम that he was a baronet, he was a good man, he was also a justice, and he also gained applause by explaining this passage of the Game Act. So this was the character of Sir Roser D. Coverley. Thank you. In my next lecture, we'll talk about the second character, second member of the Spectator Club, who was a member of the Inner Temple. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.